And we're live. Wow. I mean, it's been a minute since we've been alive, though. Well, at least a minute since I've been alive. I mean, you've been alive in that garden forever.
Sadly.
Sadly. Uh, anyway, this is going to be a very special Valentine's Day episode, right? Right. So, I think that we should just chat about, the most important thing in our lives. Me.
Oh God.
No, but for real. It's Valentine's Day or coming up on Valentine's Day. And I mean, really, that's the time where we just talk about, the one that we love. I was blessed enough to meet this little hellion here, and she was obviously graced with my presence.
I was unfortunate enough to fall upon meeting him.
I mean, we've had some great, great years together, or at least I'd say so.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, it has been quite a time together. I mean, now we're even having, you know, another little fur baby come on.
We just got one and we're getting another one.
I mean, you're the one that wanted all these pets. You said you wanted it to be feel more like the garden. I
I'm
thought,
not complaining. I love dogs.
oh no, I'd never said that. It's just when you said that you wanted our house to feel more like the garden, I thought you meant, plant a couple flowers, not bring in a zoo.
It's not that many.
Oh, but they they act just like you, the devil. We've also had another member of the family added with our lawn goose.
Oh yes, our lawn goose. I love him.
Oh my gosh. Gonna be honest, the lawn goose was probably my favorite thing.
He's the best member of our family.
Oh yes, superior. Always love goose. Um, I mean, we've also gotten a couple like Valentine's Day outfits for him. My favorite has to be the one that kind of looks like the Valentine's Day candies.
The conversation hearts.
I've never really liked those kind of candies.
Hi, toxic.
Hello, Toxic. How are you?
Also felt conversation hearts are great.
Conversation hearts
It's
are
like eating
chalky and
chalk. It's
gross.
like eating chalk. I want to eat chalk so bad.
Why do you want to eat chalk so
I don't
bad?
know. My doctor says it's probably pica.
There are set what? I mean, oh my gosh. Do you want to just rate candies?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't eat a lot of candy. I don't really like
Oh my
candy.
gosh. Well, let's go with the obvious. Okay. S tier got to be the pink starburst.
I don't really like the pink starburst.
And that's, actually, I forgot. That's why you and me make the perfect couple because you like yellow and orange
I do
starburst.
not
And
like orange starburst. I
do
hate
you not?
everything orange.
You hate everything orange? I thought
I
you
hate
liked the
every
orange.
orange candy. If it's orange flavored, I will not eat it. I love oranges. I will not eat orange candy.
Oh, well, I did not see that coming. I thought you liked the orange.
No. I like the yellow. I do enjoy the yellow starburst. And I like the red starburst. Although, recently in recent years, they've started to taste really cough medicine-y.
That's the red ones?
I mean, maybe it's just me growing as a person, getting older. Tastes very cough medicine-y.
Well, we are getting older. The centuries keep going on, and some things just aren't as quality anymore. Like the nerd rope, it used to be so good. It was such a long length of rope, and now the
It's
thing
definitely
is
gotten
like a
shorter.
quarter of the size.
Like you can fold the package up halfway and it's still not touching the nerd rope.
I mean, I will say that is probably one of my favorite. I will say that nerds are probably still my favorite candy. Like just as something, like when Halloween comes around and you get those little bitty packs, I just knock those things back like shot glasses.
I'm aware.
Yes, nerds don't really survive very long in our house, do they?
It's so bad.
I mean, you act like you should blame me or something. They are phenomenal.
They're
But
not the best candy.
what's the best candy? In your opinion, what is the best candy?
I don't know. I don't eat a lot of candy.
Then how can you say it's not the best candy? What's your favorite candy?
That's a good question, honestly. I don't know. I don't eat candy.
I mean, do you like chocolate?
Not really.
You and I cannot understand. Chocolate is amazing. It goes great in everything. Chocolate cake, chocolate milk.
You hate chocolate.
I love chocolate.
Okay, if I handed you a chocolate bar right now, you'd eat it.
I'd eat it,
I
100%.
like real chocolate. I don't like fake chocolate.
I like I. Well, what is fake chocolate to you?
Americanized chocolate. I don't like how
Like
sweet it
Hershey's
is.
bars?
Yeah,
I love Hershey's
I
bar.
don't like how sweet it is. I do like a Hershey's bar with almonds in it. It's very good.
Yeah, I bet it is. But I love Hershey's like milk chocolate, just a good chocolate.
Too sweet for me.
Are you kidding me? And then you get Mario, and then you get marshmallows. You make a s'more,
A s'more.
a s'more. I want some s'more of that s'more
I do enjoy s'mores every now and then, like once in a blue moon.
once in a blue moon. I will say, like whenever it's dark out, you know, even the ghosts and the goblins are all sleeping. It is nice just to have a nice open fire and just cook s'mores with the family. But yeah, I mean, one thing that I will say I don't like, and I don't really like the peanut butter cups.
I don't either. I used to love them when I was a kid, but now they taste rubbery.
It's like there's a film to them.
Yeah, they taste rubbery and gross, and the chocolate just doesn't behave like chocolate anymore. Not that it never really did, but it's literally like I feel like I'm eating like a rubber ball. It's disgusting, and the peanut butter's not even that good anymore.
Oh, okay. So I see how this stream is going. Okay, so this is not rating candy. This is saying how candy now sucks.
I don't know. Maybe it was just
It's that it's that nostalgia. Always wanting for a
that's what I
better
feel like
time
it is.
when chocolate was chocolate and nerd ropes were 3 feet long.
Is it just nostalgia though, or is it that candy now just actually sucks? Have you ever had different candy from different countries? Because it's amazing.
I
American
don't
candy
understand
sucks.
why you're asking me that. We have literally ate the same candy. Oh, but that Japanese candy that we had, the one that has like the fizzle on the inside,
It's very good.
it's so good. Tastes like a cola, not E. coli, but a cola,
Cola.
cola.
That's another thing that doesn't taste right anymore. Coca-Cola. I don't drink a lot of sodas in the first place, but it doesn't taste right.
I'm just not a Coca-Cola drinker. It's Dr. Pepper or it's Mountain Dew.
I enjoy Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, but I also enjoy Coke every now and then.
Mm. You know what else I enjoy every now and then? Sprite.
I love Sprite.
But the thing is like I think whenever I get sick, I drink Sprite. So I think in my head, it always associates with like a bad stomach. So it always makes me feel a little queasy.
Can't really relate because I love Sprite. I'll drink Sprite any time of day. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
one soda I'll drink anytime.
100%. Like, but my thing is, there's nothing like a nice sweet tea either.
Some sweet tea's too sweet. I said it.
Some teas,
Very hot southern take.
no hot takes here. No hot takes. Sweet tea, always the best.
Like you said, no hot tea. I was like, I love hot tea.
I love hot tea.
You love Earl Grey. That's it.
I love other teas. You just don't like. We just don't have any around the house.
We have a cabinet full.
A cabinet full.
We have an entire cabinet full. When I moved in, the first thing I brought with me was my tea collection.
Oh yes, I do remember now. You had teas that I didn't even know was a type of tea.
hmm
Like, there was that one. I am trying my best to remember what it was, but it was like cinnamon tea, and I was like, why cinnamon tea?
I have an orange cinnamon tea. I don't really like it because I don't like orange flavored things, but
Yeah, that's the thing. You had orange flavored stuff. Like you hate orange.
I just bought a lot of different tea samplers and stuff, and I've just collected them over the years. I collect tea, uh, loose tea leaf infusers. I have a lot of funny ones.
My favorite one is the one that looks like a bath duck.
Yes, it's a duck and he floats on your tea.
It is very adorable. But I mean, you know, we have the tea, we have the sodas, but like, I will say I've seen so much in the community where people have to stay hydrated. I, why can't they just drink water? Water is good.
I forget.
You just forget.
I forget. I forget until my throat's literally like sandpaper, and I'm like, man, when's the last time I drank something?
Mm,
But if I have a glass of water sitting beside me, I will just pick it up at random intervals. So, but then I forget to put the glass of water beside me. So that's my problem. That's my toxic trait.
I don't have a toxic trait,
Yes, you
and that's my toxic trait.
do.
But yeah, no puppies, great candies, even not them chalk hearts. Those are terrible. Prim, I would much rather have a sweet candy than something that I genuinely think might break my teeth if I take them.
They're not, they melt in your mouth.
They melt in your mouth. They don't melt in my mouth.
What have you been eating?
I,
This
I
just
just
said
been eat,
Psycho's been eating rocks.
I've been eating rocks this whole time. Rocks, 10 out of 10. Would eat rocks again. I
Anyway,
there's plenty of other stuff that's just as good that you could like taffy.
I do enjoy taffy, but it has to be real taffy, like from a candy shop. Not Laffy Taffy.
I love Laffy Taffy.
I hate Laffy Taffy. It tastes that's eating plastic. That's literally eating plastic.
Well, maybe I eat plastic then.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past you.
There's very little that I won't put in my mouth. I mean, I think that what you are very like on the part where it's like, oh, I only have the good candies. I mean, candy's candy.
I just don't like candy. I like sweet things occasionally,
I
but
mean,
candy's
obviously,
not.
that's why you're with me because I'm the sweetest. Never been mean to a single person ever.
I bet you I can gather a whole community of people that beg to differ.
That is a false statement. Anyone that says that I am mean probably has never actually talked to me.
I can gather an entire community of people that beg to differ. I can text three people right now and they would all say yes. I can text, let me think. I can actually text probably at least seven people that would say yes.
Now, there's difference between having jokes with friends and being mean to
You're
people.
a bully.
I am not a bully.
You're a
Who have
bully.
I bullied?
You want me to start naming people?
I bet you can't name a single person.
Me.
That doesn't count. You deserve it.
How do I deserve it? See, he's so mean.
I am not
He's
mean.
cruel.
I am not cruel. I am a very nice and sweet person at heart.
He's really not. He's don't let him fool you.
I'm just a tortured soul, really.
My goodness gracious.
But I think that's another thing that seems to be the problem with a lot of holidays now is they keep getting commercialized and it turns into like not what the holiday's about, but like what can we sell? Like candy. Like
You're really jumping from one extreme to the other, aren't you?
I mean, yeah, 100%. Like, look at it. I remember back in like ye olden times when you could like make chocolate for someone that you wanted to confess to. Now
That's
that
something I've never made. I've never attempted to make. Well, I've made fudge. I've never attempted to make chocolate.
you should make fudge again. That fudge was amazing.
You can't make fudge when it's raining. It's not gonna set up. And it's been raining forever
Mm.
because we're in the south.
Our address is 1217. No, I'm kidding.
It took me way longer than it should have to realize that was not our address.
What are you talking about? Our address is 1217. 1217 Mulberry Street.
Is it?
No. Yes.
Oh goodness.
Just please put in 1217 Mulberry Street. Go down there.
I
If
wonder where it'll take you.
where will it take you? I
Where
don't
will
know.
it take you?
But yeah, um, you and me have actually been planning a trip pretty recently. We
It'll
were
take you to Blair, Texas.
Blair,
Did
Texas.
I say
Yep,
that right?
I have no
Or it'll
idea.
take you to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, or Scranton, Pennsylvania, or New Jersey and Georgia and Colorado. It will take you to Ohio, to Illinois, to Georgia again, Alabama.
Well, you heard it here first.
We could
We
be in
live in
any of those
Texas.
locations.
Oh, we could be in any of those locations.
Most
Definitely
of
not
those,
Texas.
most of those were southern. We're not in Colorado, I will tell you that.
I'm in Colorado.
That explains a lot.
Oh,
You asked me a question. What was it?
yeah, I don't know anymore because you Googled a location
You
that I
asked the
made up.
question, or you said something. I had to do it.
Oh,
What was the question?
who knows? It's not that important. It was probably something like how much I love you.
Oh, 0%.
I love you 100%. You are my rose. Just sometimes you bully me.
I can't stop yawning. I'm so tired.
Why do you keep yawning? It's not like we've even been like up that long.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem.
No matter how much you sleep, you're always tired, huh?
I get up at 5 a.m. every day during the week, but now that it's Saturday and I didn't have to work or anything today and I slept till 9, I'm exhausted. Normally I'm wide awake. I'm fine for the day. I'm exhausted. I don't understand why.
Well, it was probably because you just played Stardew Valley all night.
I can't help it. I'm in my little Stardew Valley craze that I get every few months.
Mm,
I'll
yeah,
drop it and won't touch it again for about 3 months or so.
you did say that you might be planning on streaming that though, so maybe you'll have to be more consistent with it.
Oh, I would love to. I love Stardew Valley, especially now that I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, because that's exactly what people want to see. People that know what they're doing.
That's pretty important.
Oh, sorry, I was just stretching.
Anyway, I'm so upset that I don't remember what you said.
I mean, it could not have been that important. Is that Christmas decorations?
Yes,
It's February.
sorry.
I just noticed that we still have Christmas decorations out. We're gonna have to clean this house after this podcast. Like this is crazy.
There is nothing wrong with them still being out.
It's February.
So,
It's almost a whole other holiday.
so we have Valentine's Day decorations out. The lawn goose is wearing his conversation out heart outfit.
I will say though, there are some decorations that I like that are like meant for all year. Like we have a place very close to us that purchased one of those 12-foot tall skeletons.
They dress it up for every holiday, and I'm
He's
in love with it.
he's had a Santa hat. He's been a Cupid. He had
He
another
had a pilgrim hat on for
for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. That's right. That's right. That's right.
He's wearing a little flower crown. No, he's wearing a little crown made of heart tinsel right now, and he's got heart glasses on, I think.
He's just vibing. Choo choo. Can you not hear us? Like, are we having some audio issues?
We've just been sitting here talking to each other for nothing.
That would be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't.
Put in chat and ask them if they can hear us.
Anyway, um, I'm obsessed with the things like the 12-foot skeleton and the lawn goose and stuff that you can dress up. I love them. They're my favorite things ever.
I'm gonna be so embarrassed if we've been talking for this long and just not been talking at all.
I'm embarrassed that I keep trying to use my mouse and it's literally not on.
Well, who knows how long it's gonna take for someone to answer. So
Anyway,
I guess we'll just talk.
I mean, we are streaming in the middle of the day on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Just because we don't have lives doesn't mean everyone else doesn't.
Hey, I think we have lives.
I mean, we do. We have stuff to do.
Yeah, but we're giving up for you. We're, you know, celebrating our time with you.
Anyway, something that he brought up to me in the car, Psycho brought up to me in the car, time travel, timelines, time travel, what do you call it? Time travel sequences,
Movies?
movies, time travel plot lines.
Okay.
Why is it such a key factor in time travel plot lines for there to be incest?
I mean, it's not even like time travel movies and stuff. It's like some of the biggest like movies and stuff have like some weird incest tones to them. Like I think I the reason that we're talking about time travel is because I was looking at the Back to the Future movies. Like his mom kisses him. It's
Like, why was that
weird.
necessary?
It's weird. Like they could have just not had that in the plot. And then there was also Star Wars. Everyone
Why
says
was
that
that
Star
necessary?
Wars was like such a great movie. I never can get over the fact that Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker are blood related siblings and they like have a big kiss.
It's like,
Like
why was that necessary?
it's just weird. It's just weird.
Why did you include that?
Just stop. Get some help.
It's it's something. I don't understand modern media.
That's not even modern media. Both of those were like made in like the 80s. That might be modern for us, but some of the people that like have viewed this and stuff might not have even been alive when they came out.
But even in today, it's still a factor. Show me a time travel movie and show me where it doesn't have some form of, oh, my mom was hot when she was young or something like that.
I do blame that mostly on the fact of just you get actresses and a lot of actresses are like hot. Like I mean think about it. You have to have like they're just attractive women in general, but
Good.
at the same time women are just attractive. So it's hard to use that as a baseline.
I mean, I agree, but but like if you know like, hey, that's your mom, why are you like why are you like, oh my God, she's so hot. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. That's your mom. I mean, I've looked back at photo albums before with my mother and been like, wow, you were really cute when you were young. And she's like, yep, but don't know what happened, haha, you know. But if I went back in time and I'm like, that's my mom over there, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to go for it, you know? That's weird.
Just go for it.
That's basically what these time travel plot lines are saying.
I don't think so. I think every single one of the time travel plotlines I've seen has always been like, ew, the person from the past thinks I'm attractive even though I am their blood relative, that they don't know that I'm their blood relative. Usually, every time I see it, it's usually like the mom sees the son is like, for some reason I really like you. And it's usually like they somehow feel it as a maternal instinct and
Yeah,
don't
it is a
understand it.
thing. It's a thing that your brain is supposed to be, not always, because there's obvious cases of this not happening, but your brain's supposed to, whenever you have a baby, love that baby with all of its being. You're supposed to want to
Unconditional.
dedicate your life to your baby.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like, the whole thing about protecting the next generation. Like, it makes you love it so much that you'll even forego your life to protect a child. And it happens, with both, you know, men and women, or
Hot
at least it's
take,
supposed to.
hot take.
You're full of hot takes today.
Really, really bad hot take in some people's eyes. If I'm dying in the hospital and the doctor says I could save you, this never happens. This is like just a movie trope from my knowledge. The doctor's like, I can save you or I can save the baby. Save me.
Whoa.
Because, save me. I'm not trying to be selfish. That's very selfish. But I don't want the child to grow up because I have friends that their mother died during childbirth and they live with this overbearing weight of like, I wish it was me. I wish she was still here because now I have to live with the knowledge that I killed my mother. And it's not, most of the time, not their fault.
I mean, there's complications with pregnancy that you just cannot get over.
Pregnancy's scary. Like, pregnancy's really scary.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm never gonna deal with it, but I'm still terrified because like there's so many complications and stuff, and like I don't know. I'm more worried about like parenthood and also the fact that like there might be complications with the mother. Like, what am I supposed to do? That's a sense of
But
powerlessness
that's
that I've
never
never felt
really a
before.
thing anymore, especially in modern medicine. Most of the time, it's um they're going to save both.
Hmm.
And there is still instances where they can't save the child or they can't save the parent, but they're most instances they're never going to make you choose. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, in most instances they save the parent over the child. And like a part of me is like, when if I ever did get pregnant, I probably would change my mind and be like, save the baby, because everyone says you love the baby from the moment you feel it inside you. But right now, I just wouldn't want to do that to my child of them living the rest of their life thinking they killed their mother. Because
Yeah.
I have friends that suffer with that, and I just wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy.
We were talking about candy a minute ago, and then it got super deep. Like, wow, that is Lord Almighty. I
That's just,
mean,
that's part of life, man.
I, I'm sorry that we're not just going to the. I don't know even where to
Anyway,
begin with that.
um, I think incest. I think they're trying to make incest very mainstream, and I'm not here for it.
I'll say right now, incest is bad. Incest is wrong.
Incest is disgusting.
And
I'm sorry.
I actually had a class when I went to university where they were like telling you about how statistics can be manipulated. And they said that like, oh, did you know that incest and birth defects in women over, I think it was like a
30?
certain age. It was like 35 or something.
Yeah, that's when they say supposedly like you
Yeah,
shouldn't have children.
they were saying that like birth defects in women over 35 is 2%, and birth defects in like incest relationships is about 4%. And they said, so basically, if you're a woman over 35, that means that you're only having 2 more percent. But then he said, also, you could say the exact same statistic and say, oh, no, it's not that it's just 2% growth, it's that the chance doubles. So I guess
Yeah.
that also just means check your statistics and make sure that they aren't pointing out just faulty information, because that's another thing that you need to worry about.
Also, with statistics, the thing is, it's like I saw this. I was on Twitter, I think, the other day. It may have been on Facebook, and I have a whole story to say about Facebook in a minute. But
Mm.
um,
Only in Facebook would it make someone feel young.
um, it was this drink company that sponsored these statistics that they found, and it was like this doesn't cause cancer, and then someone did an independent study, and it does cause cancer, and it's like you have to check who's backing the statistics, who's backing the study, and that's a big thing. That's why I don't trust anything in the modern media.
Yeah, I think that every single thing should have like a required someone else has to check in on it. But I mean, people are going to make their money somehow and someone's going to get paid off. It's just going to happen. Someone will find a way to cheat the system if they have enough money.
Absolutely. That's why you can't trust anything.
That's why you should give all your money to me.
That's why you should.
I'll use it good. I know what I'm doing.
He does not know what he's doing. Do not give him money.
Don't give it. That's our money. If what do you do?
You spend money on stupid things.
I spend money on important things.
Anyway, getting on Facebook nowadays, I don't use Facebook very often at all. But I got on it the other day because I don't remember why. I think somebody sent me something, and it is literally like a barren wasteland of middle-aged mothers and these hippy dippy trying to be woke people, except they're all like hardcore Christians because I'm from the South, and they're all going off the deep end about Sam Smith. I think it's Sam Smith's performance at the Grammys.
That's the guy that did Unholy, right?
I think so. I'm almost certain it's Sam Smith.
Oh yeah, I freaking love that
Apparently,
song.
it was demonic, and he was trying to summon Satan on the stage. And I've seen someone say that he is Satan reincarnate. I've seen people say that he is one of hell's angels come to take us all down. It's insane on Facebook right now.
That's just the thing, though. Not everyone is Satan reincarnate, and not everyone that disagrees with you is Satan reincarnate. But you get a single person, especially if they're famous. If they're famous and they say something along the lines of just anything in general that you disagree with, someone will say that they are the Antichrist.
Oh, when I was in high school, I had a friend. I had a little group. We were a little group and we always hung out and stuff. And I used to dye my hair. I had my hair cut into really short, like a pixie cut, and I used to dye my hair all the time. And one day, one of the friends in the group came up to me, and this is also the friend that you meet one in the South. You can't go without meeting somebody like this in the South. That parents didn't allow them to read Harry Potter because it was witchcraft. um, he said, "Yeah, my mom said I can't be your friend anymore." I said, "Why not?" He said, "Your dyed hair and stuff, she thinks you're a Satanist." I said, "I'm not a Satanist." He said, "Well, she thinks you are, and I kind of agree with her, and that's not godly." So that's what it's like living in the South. That's it in a nutshell. That's it in one conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% because I mean, everyone else is just so preoccupied with what someone else is doing. And I just find that so weird. Listen, we are literally white haired lich and a demon, but no one would care about that. What they want is the realty. They want to know who's sleeping around in the town. They want to know whose kid won, the spelling bee. And the thing is that just about everything in these small towns is always just so rigged.
Everything.
Of course, I have, some people that do beauty pageants. I know a couple of them do beauty pageants.
That's
It,
another thing. Beauty pageants are huge down here and they're disgusting.
oh my God. Well, no, I don't think beauty pageants are disgusting. I
I think
think
beauty
that
pageants are
children's
disgusting.
beauty pageants are disgusting.
I think the fact that I know someone with a child who is not even a year old, like she was 3 months old, and she put her in a beauty pageant, and she's been doing beauty pageants ever since.
Did she win that beauty pageant?
Yep,
Wow.
I think that's disgusting. I don't think a 3-month old's top priority should be winning a beauty pageant. I think it should be learning to eat solid food and how to be a human. It's just crazy where everyone's priorities lie.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept of a beauty pageant. You know, like what? We're just putting out people, and they just have to say, okay, I think this one is the more attractive.
And they're children. That's weird. Like, I get the adult ones, do whatever you want. When you're an adult, do whatever you want. But the children ones are creepy, right? A bunch of little kids dress up and parade around in front of a bunch of adults, and then adults tell them which one the prettiest one is.
Yeah, like,
That's creepy, right?
and I mean, this is just my opinion. Like, if you were going to do that, why pick a winner? Why not just everyone win? Because the age of like 2 is not the age where you need to get like some kind of status on how attractive you look as a person. Especially like, because I mean, at that age, my biggest obsession was like dinosaurs. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to be like, okay, if I use this kind of eyeshadow, I'll look better for the judges and stuff. Like that just seems like it leads down a bad path of like trying to please people.
Also, nowadays, like, I get on TikTok and I see all these little kids, and like, it's adorable, don't get me wrong. But I see these little kids like dressing themselves, and they're dressing themselves like really well, like designer clothes and stuff. And I'm like, when I was a kid and I would dress myself, my top was blue, my pants were bright pink. They did not go together. I was wearing rain boots and it's sunny and clear and not rained in a week outside. Like what where is all this fashion coming from? It's just it's different. The world is changing and you can really see it.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that like some kids' priorities are just way different than when I was little.
Way different.
And I mean, like, I will say that that's probably a combination of, like the technology being different and stuff, you know?
Technology is crazy. I remember the first touchscreen phone coming out. I remember my teacher having a flip phone and being amazed by it. It was one of the little clamshell phones, like not even the Razor phone. It was like a little it was I remember the Razor coming out and being amazed by it.
I remember when you had to talk to somebody, you had to have a phone on a wall.
I do too. And I remember if somebody else was in the house using the phone, I don't remember party lines. I don't remember if somebody down the street. Not that old. Not that that's old, but um I remember if somebody else in the house was using the phone, you had to hang up and like wait on them to finish.
Oh, yeah. Like, I remember having to, if I ever wanted to talk to a friend of mine, I would have to call their house
And
and then
ask their
maybe,
parents if they were able to talk. And it was nerve-wracking. Oh, and God forbid they were with their grandparents or something. Oh my God.
oh, and then you have to find another number. That's another thing. Like, I'm spoiled by having, so many numbers that I can have saved into my smart device. Back then, if you didn't have it written down on a piece of paper and you didn't remember it, you just could not call that person. You had to use something that, oh, the most cursed item ever,
The phone
a
book.
phone book. And God forbid if you had two or three people with the same name.
Oh my goodness gracious. And you didn't have any inkling of their number? That was horrendous.
Then you just call and you'd be like, "Are you this person?" And they'd be no. And then you'd cry. And then you go to the next one and you'd call them and it wasn't them and you'd cry.
Or God forbid it, their first name is different from
oh my gosh, like on the phone book they go by their first name, but they go by
Like
their middle name or their nickname or
their
something.
name is Adam Randall and Adam Randall Jones, and you know them as Randall Jones, and you don't know that their first name is Adam. You might as well give up on contacting that person.
Ever.
I don't know why I chose it. It's such a random name.
Yeah, that's. I was like, I thought you were naming someone that we actually knew. That's not a person.
I was gonna say Randy, but then it came as Randall. I don't know Randall. That's a cute name though.
You just named three people: Adam,
I don't know an
Randall,
Adam either.
Jones. That's just three different people.
I don't
I don't know any
know somebody with the last name of Jones, but I do not know anyone named Adam.
Adam. Well, do you know what tomorrow is?
What is tomorrow?
It is a major U.S. holiday.
Oh my gosh, it's the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl. I don't know very much about who's playing. I think it's the Eagles. I like the Eagles.
I'm not getting into this. I hate football.
Uh, it's like America's pastime, right? I think,
Speaking of America, I've been more places outside of America than I have in America.
yeah. Like you even talked about, I think at one point that you wanted to visit like the West Coast,
I do
but
want to visit
you
the West
had
Coast. I want
like
to visit the Middle West,
the
the Middle
Middle
West,
West,
the Midwest.
the Middle West.
I want to visit New England. I want to visit all of those. I've never been any of those places.
The only thing, like when you said like Midwest and all that, I was like, oh, Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. I
Hi,
cannot
Romeo.
believe Romeo is here. Hello, Romeo.
We're literally just talking about random stuff.
We're just talking about going out west on vacation or something. We have no idea where we would go though.
I want to go. Where is it? Where is it?
We talked
Is
about
it Washington D.C.?
Disneyland. Oh, are you talking about
Is it
just what?
Washington D.C. that you catch the train, or is it New York that goes all the way across the country?
I think we talked about that before. I think we said it, I think we found out it was Washington. I think you can take it to DC, but I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate.
I know there's one that goes to New Orleans, and that one that goes to New Orleans goes to Washington D.C. But I think there's one that goes from New York. I don't know anything about trains.
Yeah, but you are obsessed with trains though. You just want there to be. You just want to go to a train station. It's kind of weird, kind of a little quirky. I love it though. I
I
would
don't
love.
just want to go to a train station. I just thought that would be pretty. It's scenic. You're not stuck in a car. You're on a train. You can walk around a little bit. You're not in a plane, so you can actually see everything, you know?
Yeah, you can walk around. Obviously, get like there's food carts and stuff. Because I mean, I've been on a plane and stuff, and I mean, it's a metal tube. I don't know
I've
what
been on
else
a
to say
plane
about it.
one time.
Like, yeah, you can like do some stuff, but like besides just getting like a bag of nuts or some stale chips, you really don't get much up
I
there.
didn't even get that. It was in the midst of COVID, and they're like, "We can give you this cup of water," and I was like, "That works for me. Thank you very much."
Oh my God, let's not even get started on COVID again.
I don't know. Nope. Not talking about it. I don't talk about it. It didn't happen.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna say that because lots of people died, and I worked in healthcare, and it was. I still work in healthcare. It was horrendous. It was very scary. It was very uncertain. Don't want to get into that. Anyway, anyway, um, yeah, I want to go out west. I've never been west. I've only been east, and even then, I haven't been that far east.
east. I thought you said west.
I haven't been that far east either. I've been north just a little bit.
I mean, we went to like Florida and stuff.
That's south. Is that more southern than we already are?
Well, I mean, we we say we went to the south. We went, or we said we went to Florida. We went to Disney World.
Well, you've been to Miami.
Yeah, I did
I've
go to
never been to
Miami
Miami.
for like,
And I've been to Jacksonville and I've been to Tampa. Tampa was pretty. All of Orlando smells like pool water. It smells like chlorine. And I don't understand why.
Probably a bunch of pools,
But there's really not. There's really not. I mean, yeah, it's Orlando and there's a lot of water parks. Maybe that's it.
maybe.
And then Disney World. I've been to Disney World a few times. Their
Disney World is
water
great.
stinks so bad. It smells so bad.
I don't get it. People need to like figure out something with that. That's all I gotta say.
Well, just write them a letter. Be like, yo, your water stinks.
Your water, your water's bad. Why do you? I mean, we've been. I at least have been all around the world.
I have not. You brought me to America and you sat me down and you were like, this is where you stay now. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, ever since we set up roots in America, we really haven't gone too far out. I mean, we went on that uh, vacation. We went to the on that cruise. What was it again?
The Bahamas?
Bahamas. That's right.
The Bahamas were kind of gross.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that they were gross.
It
It was
was that they
just
were
that like that
gross.
one place that we went was really bad, and you just keep thinking about that one spot.
I
And
just
that's
keep
because there
thinking
was
about the beach. It was a public beach and it was just
trash
trashed. It was a
everywhere.
tourist attraction. And it would just really show that tourists have no respect for natural life and natural things. It's not that the people of the Bahamas are gross, it's that the touristy places were disgusting because there's just not people down there to keep it up. There's not people down there to keep it
Clean.
clean and keep it pretty because they know that it's just going to get destroyed all over again. I actually talked to a very kind woman down there and she told me that it used to be a really beautiful beach and then they opened it up as a public tourist attraction beach because they opened up the boat docking station right down the road from it. I don't know what it's called, a boat docking station. I don't know what that's called. A
Probably
boat
a
dock?
dock.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, just a dock.
I'm a tiny bit slow.
Now, I will say that I've uh, I have had a couple people ask us, like questions, just basically like our story, what we are, who we are. And I think it's pretty like good now that everyone knows pretty much what we are. You are a demon that
Indeed.
persuaded humanity to eat the apple and brought sin into the world. I am a lich king who was cursed with immortality and now has to, you know, travel the multiverse. But I mean, I think there's other questions to things like, like you. What what can you do?
What can I do?
Yeah, just what can you do?
Well, not make you laugh, that's for sure.
You always make me laugh. You are so funny.
I make you laugh not intentionally. I make you laugh because I said something completely dead serious and you thought it was hilarious just how wrong I am.
But that's not the point. You're still funny. Even if it's just funny looking, you're hilarious.
See, mean.
I'm not mean.
Very mean.
She knows I'm joking.
He's mean.
I mean, one thing that I know I can do is I can transform into things.
I can't do anything like that. I cannot do anything like that. I don't have any cool powers.
I mean, you could fly.
Hmm?
You could fly.
I could. I used to.
Yeah. But I mean, besides that, I mean, one thing that you have always taken, even from back when you were a garden, is you're amazing at gardening.
I am pretty good at gardening. I've also picked up cooking,
Oh
but
my gosh.
none of those are really traits of me.
I mean, to have a skill, isn't that a superpower in and of itself?
I suppose, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you can bake with the best of them. I know for a fact. In fact, I used to be quite the skinny man, and you've made me put on at least 10 pounds. 10 pounds of cake, that's all.
That's my problem. I love to bake. I will bake anyone a cake. I will bake anyone cupcakes, cookies. I love baking. I hate eating sweets like that. I hate eating sweets. I have to be in the mood to eat cake. I have to be, I don't know, I don't like cookies. I just don't ever eat cookies. I have to be in a very certain mood to eat pastries and sweets and stuff like that.
Oh, and I love it when she's in that mode because then she bakes so much. And
I'm
I eat.
almost always in the mood to bake something though.
Mm.
But Psycho gets mad at me because I bake all this food and then there's no one to eat it.
It's just me. I'm the only one that eats it.
Anyway,
And when it comes to who can cook on the spectrum, I am on the other end. I I can cook pretty good. I think I can like cook, but when it comes to like baking, I am absolutely horrid at it.
I will cook, I will bake anything. Like, give me a recipe, I'll bake it. I will at least try. I love baking. Psycho's okay at cooking, but his problem is he doesn't understand a lot of the times what flavors go together. He just sees different flavors, like garlic and Italian seasonings, like parsley and basil and stuff like that. I think they kind of go together. But
Everything goes with garlic. You can't argue. If, in terms of cooking
you'll cook something with
savory,
those two things in it, and it'll be good. And then you're like, I wonder what would happen if I added maple syrup. That would be good.
I
And
don't
then it's
think
not
that.
good. That's extreme. That's extreme.
I was about to say.
But that's what you do. It's not that extreme, but that's what you do. And it's just, ugh, after that,
But the thing is
I
that
love
when
food.
I experiment with food like that, because I do admit, yes, sometimes I'll be like, I wonder if Romeo, we will bake you a cake sometime. And by we, I mean Prim.
Absolutely will. I love baking.
I will make sure. What is your favorite flavor? Get back to us on your favorite flavor, and we will get you a cake made of that. But like, I experiment with food because, like, I mean, like, what if this seasoning was thrown in? Would it be good with pasta? That thing, and
Everything's good with pasta.
you know that, like, yes, sometimes I eat some. That's why I make small portions because sometimes it's terrible.
I
But
love coconut cake.
coconut
I
Romeo,
love coconut cake. It's my favorite. It's my
coconut is so
absolute favorite.
bad. I hate coconut.
It's my favorite. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
You're awesome, Romeo. You're really awesome.
You couldn't go with like a good flavor.
Psycho hates coconut with a burning passion.
It's so bad.
I never get to cook it because I'm not going to eat the cake by myself. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I have self control. But he won't eat it, so then it just sits on the counter and goes bad. It just gets all crusty and gross.
I just don't like coconut. Sue me, I guess. But like, there are other flavors that are great with like cakes and stuff. Chocolate, again.
I do enjoy chocolate. I don't like chocolate cake.
Oh, peanut butter
I
cake.
like yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Mm.
I don't like chocolate cake. I've had one chocolate cake that wasn't dry, and it was pretty good.
That one peanut butter and chocolate cake that we had that one time at, I think it was a wedding.
Oh yeah, that was really good. That was really, really good. It was a peanut butter Reese's cake, and obviously I don't like Reese's, but it was very good.
Anyway, but yeah, like for you, Romeo, I could stand some coconut cake. But I just want to say, with protest, that coconut is not good.
It's so good. I enjoy cooking with coconut. It's very interesting, the things you can make with it.
Now, I will say, like, how do I say that? Some things, if it's a sprinkle of coconut, it's good.
Well, it's very, it can be overpowering. You have to be careful with it. It's almost a guaranteed way to make everything taste tropical, in my opinion.
Oh no, I think my thing is about to die.
You have your cord. I'll get it.
No, don't get it. We've been on for about an hour. I think that we might just end up ending at about an hour on stream because I do need to charge these. I did not plan
He's
up
not
ahead.
prepared. We can go a few more minutes, but we do have to go soon. We have a lot to do today.
Yes, we do.
We have a lot of heavy stuff going on right now. It's insane.
Hmm. But hopefully that stuff will end up being to where we can have better quality streams. Like I'm very excited for some of the stuff that we have planned.
We're working on it. We are working on getting the music on our streams and getting everything done. It's just we have lives outside of this, and it's all crashing down around us because I am very, very, very scatterbrained, and I cannot just sit down and work on this because I sit down to work on this, and then I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and my job calls me, and I gotta go to work, and Psycho's just vibing though.
I'm just vibing.
He's just vibing.
I'm trying my best to find some games and stuff that I know that every single one of you would like that isn't going to be, you know, $5,000 just to get a couple games.
I keep trying to get him to play Stardew Valley or Minecraft. Two very popular options in my opinion, but he won't. He refuses.
I don't like Minecraft.
It's classic.
I struggle just watching people play Minecraft.
When I was young, when I was 12, that was my I almost said jizz. That was my
That was my
thing.
jizz.
I can't say the word. I can't think of words. That was my thing. I loved watching people play Minecraft.
Well, hopefully we'll have better streams soon. But I think that this stream is about to come to an end.
Yeah, we have a lot to do today.
Yeah. I want to thank everyone that came. Uh, anyone that talked in chat, Toxic, Chew, Romeo. Thank you all for showing up. Anyone, you know, like and subscribe if you liked it. And I
Sorry for
guess,
the short stream.
yeah, it was pretty short, but it was pretty good too. I think that we talked about some pretty fun stuff.
Anyway,
So, bye guys.
bye guys.